My child, my dearest one, draw nearer to these words. Do not hurry. Heaven has been softly calling your name all day long, and the message you are reading right now was guarded, postponed, and released only for this very instant. You were never meant to find it yesterday. You were never meant to view it tomorrow. It had to be in this exact moment because truth is beginning to unfold. Before moving further, take a calm breath. That single breath will open your spirit to receive what your heart has been sensing without any clear reason. You have been noticing signals lately, that uneasy feeling when a familiar person comes near, the heavy air that fills the room as they enter, the sudden silence between you and them. Your intuition has been calling louder than any voice. My beloved, listen closely. If these words have reached you, it is because heaven itself has granted permission for the truth to be revealed. There is someone near you who has been wearing a face that doesn't belong to them, someone who smiles, but the smile is false, someone who praises you while their heart hides envy, fear, and hidden motive. And Archangel Michael has been watching it carefully, waiting for the moment when you would be strong enough to hear the truth. Do not rush your heart. Let it open slowly like sunlight entering a shadowed room. You will not be hurt by this knowledge. You will be shielded. My child, listen well. You have questioned why your blessings felt delayed, why doors opened halfway only to close again, why your plans nearly reached success before falling apart at the last second. It was never your fault. You were not failing. You were being obstructed, not by destiny, not by timing, not by God, but by someone standing very near, someone pretending to care, someone who knows your weakness, your story, your desires, someone who recognizes the precise moments you are vulnerable, someone who tried to hold back your destiny because they feared who you would become once you stepped fully into your divine purpose. Archangel Michael says, "My precious child has been walking among shadows, unaware of where the darkness began. And now the age of illusion ends. The mask must fall." My child, you are not imagining this. Your spirit has been sending you warnings through dreams, through instinct, through moments when the energy felt wrong and you couldn't describe why. Those signals were true. And now the truth is ready to surface. But listen with care. Knowing this truth will change the way you move forward. Knowing this truth will alter your destiny. And heaven is watching the way you receive it. Before revealing the identity of this person, you must first steady your heart. Whisper gently in your mind or aloud, "I am protected. I am guided. No truth can wound me. Only release me now." Are you ready? If so, say, "I am ready." Say it once. Say it slowly. Say it with your soul. My child, my beloved, you said continue, and heaven heard you. So now we go deeper. Do not be afraid. Truth does not come to break you. Truth arrives to liberate you. Listen, there is someone in your life who was never meant to stand this close to your heart. They came quietly, softly. At first they appeared harmless, even kind. Someone who listened, someone who comforted, someone who seemed to understand your soul. But remember this. Not everyone who approaches with warmth carries love. Some carry emptiness. Some carry hunger. Some hide jealousy beneath affection. This person has been observing you, the way you speak, the way you love, the way you forgive too easily, the way you give without expecting anything in return. They learned your gentleness. They studied your compassion. They memorized your heart and used it to blend in. My child, this person has feared your rise because your elevation exposes their shadow. When you ascend, their relevance fades. When you thrive, their influence disappears. So they have done everything quietly, secretly, subtly to delay your growth. Do you remember, beloved, those times when your confidence vanished for no clear reason? Those moments you questioned your own worth? The random waves of sorrow, heaviness, or confusion that appeared without cause? They were not coincidences. Your energy was being drained, not by life, but by this person's silent intentions. They never wanted you to lose everything. No, their jealousy cuts deeper than that. They want you to come close to success, but never fully achieve it. They want you to approach happiness, but not completely embrace it. They want you to shine, but only just enough that your light doesn't outshine theirs. This person has been applauding you, but with a quiet bitterness rooted deep within. You've sensed this before, haven't you? That uneasy pressure in your chest when they speak. That instant when your inner voice softly warns that something feels off. But you dismissed it because you're loyal, because you love with depth, because it's difficult for you to accept that someone so close could harbor such hidden motives. But Archangel Michael declares, "My child saw goodness in someone who only saw opportunity." And now, the hidden truth can no longer remain in the shadows. The environment around you is shifting. Energies are being rearranged. Your destiny is starting to lift once more. Your blessings are on the verge of arriving, and the closer your breakthrough comes, the more their mask starts to crack. Heaven waited for this precise instant to unveil the truth, because only now are you strong enough to receive it. But I must ask you something vital. Are you prepared to learn who this person truly is? Because once you know, everything between you will change. You won't be able to go back to not knowing. Your eyes will no longer close. Your soul will no longer pretend. This awareness is irreversible. If your heart is calm, if your spirit is open, if you're ready to enter a chapter where your divine path is no longer held back, then speak these words slowly. I am ready for the truth. I choose clarity over comfort. Say it, feel it, claim it, and when you are truly prepared for me to reveal who this individual is, what their real motives have been, what is unfolding next, and how Archangel Michael is stepping in to remove their influence over your journey. My child, my beloved, you have spoken the words, and heaven has turned the next page. Now, listen with care. This truth doesn't shout. It doesn't announce itself with noise. It reveals itself softly in stillness. The person being spoken of is someone who existed within your circle of trust, not a stranger. Not someone distant, not someone on the edges of your story. No, this person stood close enough to touch your heart, close enough to hear your hopes, close enough to understand your pain, close enough to offer comfort when your spirit was tired. And because of that closeness, you never suspected them. That's exactly where the betrayal began. My beloved, the one who has been dimming your light is someone whose name you say often, someone whose presence felt safe to you, someone who blended into the routine of your everyday life. This could be a family member harboring silent resentment, a friend who grins while secretly comparing, a partner who fears losing their grip as you grow, a relative whose fake concern hides jealousy, a coworker who tracks your every step, ready to copy or undercut, or someone who once brought comfort but now views your success as a threat. Deep down, you already know who this is. Your soul has been pointing to them. Your dreams have been echoing it. Your instincts have been softly repeating the same name like footsteps in the dark. But you denied the feeling. Because your heart is sincere, because your love runs deep, because you choose to believe that those you hold dear must love you back just the same, but love is not always reflected, loyalty is not always matched, kindness is not always returned. My beloved, someone in your life has been living with two faces, one of kindness, one of envy, and that envy has been clouding your divine path. Archangel Michael has watched closely how their expression tightens when you talk about your dreams, how their congratulations fall flat when something good comes your way, how their presence dims when you glow too brightly. They are afraid of your rise because they feel left behind in their own journey, and instead of growing with you, they've tried to slow you down. But beloved, something incredible is unfolding now. Their disguise is beginning to slip. You've already seen the subtle signs, the shift in their voice, the change in their language, the heaviness in their aura, the misalignment between their actions and apologies. Your soul has already noticed because your spirit cannot be misled. And the reason this revelation is happening now is because your upcoming blessing is too grand, too sacred, too transforming, too destined. And heaven will no longer permit this person to accompany you into the season ahead. This is the parting before the rising. Now, listen carefully. In the coming days, you will witness something subtle yet unmistakably clear. A brief exchange, a message, a facial expression, a slip of words, or a reaction that reveals what's been hidden. It will identify exactly who this person is. Archangel Michael says, this person's heart will unveil itself without pressure. Your spirit will instantly recognize the truth. It will be impossible to deny. But before I unveil the full identity, I must prepare your heart to receive it, not with fear, not with hurt, not with fury. Because when this truth appears, your first response must not be anger. Your first response must not be sorrow. Your first response must not be retaliation. Your response must be detachment, awareness, clarity, elevation. My child, my beloved, you said go on, and so the way opens even wider. Listen tenderly now, because this truth must arrive slowly, like morning light filling a shadowed space. The signs are already appearing around you. They are gentle, but once your spirit is aware, they are impossible to overlook. There are 3 indicators that will expose this person. The first, observe their eyes when you mention something joyful in your life. Watch attentively. When you speak of your happiness, your hopes, your dreams, their eyes may go still. A faint shift in their energy will occur. Their smile may stay, but their spirit will withdraw. It's the quiet behind the smile that uncovers everything. Your soul will recognize it. The second sign, their advice leaves you more confused than focused. Their words will twist your sense of direction into uncertainty. They'll speak in ways that make you second-guess your intuition, your confidence, your path. This isn't to uplift you, but to slow your journey, to dim your brilliance just slightly so that you remain within their reach, influence, and prediction. That fog you feel after speaking with them is not random. It is a spiritual disruption. This truth is being uncovered now because your upcoming blessing is far too significant, too potent, too transformative, too sacred. And heaven will no longer allow this individual to follow you into your next chapter. This is the parting that precedes your elevation. Now, listen once more. In the next few days, you will witness something small yet unmistakably revealing. A sentence, a tone, a glance, a slip they didn't mean to show. It will uncover the truth of who they are. Archangel Michael states, Their heart will show itself without pressure. Your spirit will immediately know the truth. It cannot be overlooked, but before revealing all, your heart must be steady, ready to accept without hatred, without despair, without retaliation. Because once the truth becomes visible, your instinct must not be rage, it must not be grief, it must not be vengeance, it must be calm distance, awareness, acceptance, rising. My child, my beloved, you asked for more, and the journey unfolds further. Now listen gently, for this truth must enter like daylight softening the darkness. Signs are already surfacing around you. They are faint, yet crystal clear to the awakened spirit. There are 3 signals that will disclose the person. First, their gaze alters when you speak about something joyful. Pay attention as you talk about good news, excitement, goals. Look closely. Their eyes may stop shining. A quiet shift will settle in their energy. They might smile, but their spirit retreats. It's the silence hiding behind their grin that holds the real story. Your inner self will sense it. Second, they offer counsel that leaves you more lost than helped. Their words muddle your insight into doubt. They speak to shake your belief in yourself, in your instincts, in your power, in your path. Not to support you, but to restrain your movement, to dim your radiance just enough to keep you within their control. The uncertainty you feel after your conversations isn't coincidental. It's spiritual disturbance. The third sign. Each time you begin healing, evolving, or rising, they suddenly need you. They reach out. They message you. They redirect your focus toward them because they can detect when your strength is returning. And your growth threatens the influence they once had over you. This is not love. This is a dependency on the benefits that come with being around you. They are not afraid of losing you. They're afraid of losing the version of you they can sway. But that version of you is already dissolving. You are ascending. Your spirit is awakening. Your destiny is now calling louder than ever. And Archangel Michael proclaims, "My precious child has been chosen to rise, and those who are unable to ascend with them will naturally fall away." My child, this truth is not meant to make you afraid of this person. It is meant to open your eyes. You will not challenge them. You will not blame them. You will not engage in battle. You will simply begin to pull your energy back, softly, quietly, effortlessly. Your spirit will begin to retreat. Your trust will reshape itself. Your heart will stop opening simply because someone is close to it. This is how you take back your divine path, not through conflict, but through clarity. Now, listen even more closely. This individual did not appear in your life by mistake. They were drawn to your radiance, your innocence, your ability to love without expectations. They sought your warmth to survive the emptiness within them, but your soul was never meant to be their refuge forever. Your spirit came into this world with a purpose, a calling, a sacred path that only you can walk. And you must walk it free from the burden of those who hide jealousy within their affection. My beloved, your future does not lie in the past. Your future is rising in front of you like a dawn ready to break across the sky. The delay is ending. The resistance is crumbling. Your soul is stepping into the light, but now the identity must be revealed with crystal clarity so that once you see it, you can never go back to not knowing. To move ahead, you must open your vision completely. Say softly, "I am ready to see with spiritual eyes. My child, my beloved, you have said the words. Your soul is now open. Your heart is steady." So the revelation begins. Do not rush your breathing. Let every word settle into your soul like a step on the path of your awakening. The person whose truth is about to come forth is someone who has grown too comfortable in your presence, someone who assumes you'll never look past their surface, someone who sees your kindness as blindness, someone who thinks your silence is ignorance. But your silence was never weakness, it was grace. Your softness has protected you from battles you were never meant to fight. Your patience has aligned you with divine timing. Your heart has been guided even when your understanding was limited. And now the vision is sharpening. This person reveals themselves most clearly during your vulnerability. Think back to when you were tired, emotionally exhausted, or yearning for support. Who showed up? Who listened intently? Who seemed to comprehend your pain more deeply than others? That is the one, not the one who cheered your strength, but the one who studied your weakness. Because it's within our weakness that others reveal their truest intentions. This person has always followed a pattern in your life. When you rise, they grow silent. When you stumble, they are suddenly near. They are more at ease when you are hurt than when you're whole. They find comfort in your uncertainty more than in your belief.